This podcast is about being your real self.
I'm the one that said don't be tardy for the party.
What? Do you like the hunch or not?
Like 3-5.
People want to be on reality TV, but they don't know it
changes a lot of things.
Everybody
I want to expose
up
him because I like him
Big
and
Papa.
his wife. Greg got sick, and he was one of those guys who never wanted to go to the doctor. Just us winning together. But knowing what I know now, I would have went back and done things a whole lot different.
Oh my God.
Now we finna shake. Yeah, shake some.
Welcoming Sierra,
my God.
Glamshop.
Get her, girl, ease. Come on, hips. Yeah. Oh my God,
What's
this is so exciting, Sierra.
I know, what's
It really is.
up?
I love this for us.
Me and my
homegirl.
Who is me and my?
You don't see us?
No, I'm saying am I me and my, or who the homegirl? I'm more of the homegirl.
I feel like you the homegirl.
I am the
I really feel like you the homegirl. I don't feel like I'm the homegirl.
Yeah, I am the homegirl.
But I am kind of the homegirl too, though.
You're the
I'm really like the bourgeois, bougie ghetto homegirl.
Yeah.
Because I am bougie, because you gotta have another side.
I'm the hood rich homegirl.
I love to be hood rich.
But you know what? Me and my, because me and my is more bossy. It's more like, that's me and my, me and my.
Me and my.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and my.
I feel like you have earned that. Like, you are the head bitch in charge, for real.
Oh, I love that for me, HBIC.
For sure.
I love that for me.
You are the originator of reality TV.
Oh, thank you.
Acting.
Thank you. I appreciate
modeling.
That. Thank you.
All type of shit. Like, can we please give NeNe her flowers?
Oh, yes, honey.
She is the me and my, bitch. And I'm the homegirl.
I love you to be the homegirl. That really is very fitting. So, listen, this is our first episode of our new podcast, Me and My Homegirl. I'm NeNe Leaks.
And I am Sierra Glamshop. Y'all drop the gates. I'm Sierra Glamshop.
Why you want them to drop the gates?
Because, bitch, I get married every 6 months.
Now that you do. Now that you do. You're real good at getting married. You got to teach some girls how to get married.
No,
Tell me about that, because I was married once or twice to the same person, but I had a very long marriage.
Y'all were
so
really
how you do that?
We'll get into that. See, that's why they got to tune in. So I could tell the girls how to get into those rings on top of rings on top of rings on top of rings.
I really need you to tell me how to get a ring right now.
I will.
I am sought after.
You look so pretty.
Thank you so much, as do you.
In like real life, I don't think people realize that. How pretty you is. And you are like, you don't age, NeNe. Like, how the fuck do you look so young like that?
I honestly, first of all, I'm gonna do something about aging, because I have so many people talk to me about aging and staying looking fabulous and all of those things. I really think the first thing is a mindset. It really is. Age is just a number, and it's a mindset. And because I've met so many girls who are much younger than me that are very old in spirit and very old in the face. I'm not saying there's not a little nip tuck here and there, but I've never had a facelift.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait to get into that on our show.
Surgery. I can't either.
We having a
they
whole.
say you've had this whole face pulled.
Girl, and I ain't never had a knife to my face. God can snatch the breath out of my body if I ever had a knife to my face.
Really? Let me get a good look. Then what they say you need to do is look behind the ear, see if it's something pulled back down.
They say look around them edges.
Yeah,
too.
they do say put it right in
And
there.
then look at my nose.
No, this is your nose, because you usually look on the side to see if there's a slit on either side. So you're giving us nose, okay? But you know what? On social media today, everybody uses filters and all that kind of stuff. And I think when I first started in the industry, it was way back in, I think we shot in 2007, aired in 2008. Okay. And I say to people all the time that makeup trends have changed, wigs have gotten better.
So
much has changed over the years. So when we started on Real Housewives of Atlanta, the makeup was, at that time, the trend was kind of one color, like finding the color of your actual skin. Today, they're highlighting under your eyes, down your nose, doing all these different tricks that make people believe that you had a nose job, you look different. Now we have good makeup where people think that we're bleaching. Back when I started, my wig was like a little hat. Now my wig is a sleigh.
Yeah,
and then,
me
you have to find the
too.
right color, the right cut, the
my
right team, the right
God.
clothes.
If
you know, all
people
that stuff.
really realize how much technology in itself has grown over the past 5 years, fuck 10 years, we've been in this shit. I've been on TV like 7, 8 years, but in the last 5 years, how much it has grown. You know, it makes us look so different. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
I've never had a skin bleaching. You know what I'm saying? When I first came on Love and Hip Hop, I was gluing my fucking frontal to my eyebrows.
Not to your eyebrows.
Yeah, to my eyebrows, for
Stop
real.
it.
No, and I had to push that motherfucker back. So it's just like, now is this. We should talk about how teeth in itself. I feel like
That's true.
Me and My Homegirl have so much in common. The world, I know y'all are so shocked seeing us together.
Yeah, I wonder, we should tell people how we actually met and why we end up having so much chemistry together. So I have to tell my story. So I used to see Sierra all the time on Instagram talking, and honestly, I just had a natural drawing to her.
What was I was talking about?
All kind of ghetto stuff. And I just was like, I had a natural kind of like drawn to her on Instagram.
For real?
And that's where I first like had my first love for her. But I did follow her a little bit on Love and Hip Hop, and you were dating this guy. I don't know his name, but I remember you dating him.
Did
and
he
you
have
guys,
hips?
No, not that one.
Oh.
I do know the one with him was before that on Love and Hip Hop. For some reason, I think you guys were trying to act like he was doing something shady with the other sex. I mean, I don't know. You know the guy?
Like gay?
Yeah. Oh. Serious. That's what I thought they were trying to say on the show.
I don't know.
That whatever it was this other guy. You know whoever you were on the show with.
Yeah. Was it?
That's him.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I remember you like.
Oh God,
from
I
the
did not
cast.
say
so
that.
That's when I really liked you then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you like me from
Way back then.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna say I've always like, cause believe it or not, y'all, and I know some people gonna beat me up behind this, but I've never watched Housewives. Like I never watched an episode of Housewives. But NeNe has always just stood out to me. You know, just from social media, the blogs, and just speaking her name. And she was just always iconic. Her comebacks, her wittiness, her fashion, her style, her glow up, her come up. I just love everything. Even, I remember one time, like you did, I'm almost sure you did a movie.
I have done lots of things.
Okay, so.
Movies, scripted shows, Dancing with the Stars, Celebrity Apprentice, Broadway, Zoomanity, a residency in Vegas. Shall I go on?
Oh, yes, go on. Go on. But no, seriously, so I would just see you a lot. And I remember telling Freddie, like, I love her. Yeah. Like, I just love her. She just remind me of me. She just always to herself.
Yeah, I am.
You know, and just always just glam and pretty. But I didn't even know we had so much in common until we actually met.
You know, I think what a lot of people don't know about me, and I think you too, is that we're both very private people. Although we're very public, we're kind of very private. My circle's so small, it's literally about this big.
We will always see each other by ourselves.
By ourselves. I always found my own best friend.
At the nail shop.
Yes, at the
and
nail
we'll be
shop.
like, bitch, you by yourself. You by yourself.
Sit at the restaurant by myself.
Yeah.
People would actually say to me, like, I don't know how you go to a restaurant by yourself. I love to go to restaurants. I will go by myself. I shop by myself. I don't like taking people to shop with me because I go fast. Yeah. And then they be moving slow. I be like,
I be ready to go.
Me too. I be ready to go. I walk in the store and I done seen everything in 2 seconds. I be like, nothing's in here for me, so let's go.
Oh my God.
People still be moving around.
My husband be like, oh my God, your attention span so short.
I travel by myself. I do all of that.
I have not got that far yet.
I travel by myself. So let me tell you now, it's usually when I'm
travel
traveling
by
by myself, I travel to places where I already have friends in that city, but I'm actually flying by myself. And then once I land, I have somebody to meet me, a security or somebody to meet me in the airport. But I go through the airport by myself. I don't mind. I actually really like it. Yeah. And I actually feel like it's a superpower.
That's the Sagittarius in you.
Yeah, it's a superpower to me. I meet a lot of people because of that.
But the Gemini in me will not allow me to travel by myself.
Really? Well, you can do it.
Even I don't give a damn if a friend gonna be there when I land. Bitch, I need somebody on the plane with me while I'm going.
Really?
I need to talk.
Well, that costs money, honey. When I have people on the
sleep.
plane with me, trust and believe her, that'll pay for their flights, they ground traffic,
that's
they hotel.
thing.
So no.
but we pay for a lot of our friends and family
Yeah.
and people that's around. We have that in common as well.
do.
But when I'm traveling, I need a bitch I can poke, talk to, pull hair. Like my
I talk to the
ADHD
person on the plane.
Yeah, I don't want to talk. I be needing somebody I know. I be like, wake up, bitch, get up. You seen that? Oh, it's bumping, the plane bumping. We about to
Yeah,
die.
see, I don't like
shit
all of that.
Yeah.
But see, that's one of the things I think that we really do have in common, just being alone, being kind of loners. And another thing that people don't know about Sierra and I that we both have in common is that we love love.
Yes.
We both really love love. We think love win. I'm all about my dude when I have one.
And me too.
But when I have one, I'm all about my dude.
Oh, God. NeNe have one. She definitely have one.
Being all booed up. I just like it to be me and my dude. I mean,
And we both are really big on self-care, shaving. We both shave like every 2 days.
Shave, teeth whitening,
hair,
grooming. Just all of that stuff is really, really important
You look
to us.
so fucking
Thank you.
good.
You do too, girl, because your skin, I'm really finna hit the skin you got. This is crazy.
Yours too.
Your skin look good. Well, you know
you always applied yourself on the skin. We go out.
do.
She be like, yeah, I come out here. I have on no makeup. It's just bare. I don't have on, I just have my glasses. I have my $30,000 glasses
Yes,
on.
I think you
I
should
be
wear
like, bitch, I'm on the way. I got on some
Yeah.
motherfucking $1,000 goddamn fuck it.
You do, Sierra.
Bitch.
I called Sierra late one night and told you to come meet me out at this local bar. You came with your Birkin and all this stuff. I said,
Oh,
"Look at Sierra."
girl,
But
I
she
be
had her
working.
man in tow, honey. She can never have a girl's night out alone.
That's not true. We just went out. Me, you, Alexis. What's her name?
Oh,
The
that was
other
by
girl?
default. That was default right
What
there.
was the other girl name?
It don't matter because
Okay,
it was
yeah.
default that day. That day was default.
But I was by myself.
But so I want to get into saying a couple of things to you that I saw on social media.
Okay.
One of the things is we were talking a little bit about plastic surgery.
Yeah.
That a lot of people say that you've had a lot of work done. I know you lost some weight.
60
but
pounds.
People were saying that, you know, your nose is done, your face is done, your body is done. They say the same things about me. And we want this to be a place where we really tell people how we really feel and what's really tea.
Like,
so
really
what have you really had done?
I want y'all to come to our living room. We ain't had no motherfucking surgery on our face.
No.
A knife has never, well, to an extent. Because I know my homegirl has had her nose done.
Yes,
Respectfully many years ago. But at the
Gotta
end
get
of
it
the
done
day,
again, though.
we have not put any knives to our actual face. I have never got my nose done. I have never had any surgery
your
done to my
temples
face.
pulled, your eyes,
No.
your facelift. I've never had a facelift. Actually,
But let's talk about what we did have done.
okay. But I just want to say, like, having a facelift sounds real scary to me. So go ahead. What have you had done?
Okay, so I've had my boobs done. So look at my boobs. They're nice. They're perky. They're identical. Like if you can see, like my boobs, if they're are they on hard a little bit?
Oh, your nipple. This one is definitely poking out more than that one. So yeah, you playing with them, yeah.
Okay, so basically what happens is when
Stop doing that, girl.
When you have a nice no, that's how you could tell if you had a nice boob job.
Right.
So like when your boobs are like when they sit up and they're like hi.
Yes.
And they're so perky and they look right at you. That's how you know you had a nice boob job. So I could say that my last boob job, after having 3 boob jobs,
Wow.
that my boobs finally came out the way that I wanted them.
Wow.
I really like them. They so perky. My nipples, they match. And
Did
they're
you
nice
get that done
and
in
round.
Atlanta?
I haven't done it in Miami.
Oh, in Miami. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I would say the doctor name, but he need to pay us.
Right, you don't have to do all that.
So basically, like like I said, I had my boobs done 3 times. I've had lipo. I had butt shots when I was much younger, and I always say I regret having them because.
Why?
I regret having them because I'm gonna have to get these bitches taken out, and then we're gonna have to do.
really?
We're gonna have
Why?
to bring our following and all of our supporters in on the journey. So once my
Wow.
doctor take them out, y'all gonna be first, front and center to see me in my surgery room getting them taken out because it's silicone, and you know silicone can't stay in your body that many years.
I don't know.
Even though my butt is so it's so jiggly, like.
Let me figure this out now. Okay,
If
okay.
you
So
look at my
all of
body-
this is silicone.
But it's soft, feel it, NeNe.
No, your man probably like how it feels.
You can feel it. You ain't gay.
It looks soft. No, I'm definitely not gay. Yeah, but I
What
know
my
a good ass when
husband?
I
or
see
or
one.
should I let the cameraman do it? God damn.
No, okay, see,
Girl, when I tell you,
I don't want your husband
I am
to say that you let
strictly
somebody.
dickly, but you
Yeah,
can
I'm
feel
just
an
saying,
ass.
they do feel good though.
No,
So
feel at
why
the
do you
bottom,
feel
at
like
the
you need to
bottom.
take it out though? Why?
Because it has been like 10 years.
Well, so it
and,
can't stay.
well, I heard you seen K. Michelle in Black China, bitch.
I seen where there are girls on
They
social media taking them out. So
they
what happened?
they taking it out because for real. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This is some real good cameraman come in. Like when the girls get butt shots, I'm one of the ones. This is good for our podcast.
Yeah.
Bitch, our views finna go to the roof. Because listen, come in. Once you get those ass shots, and it's about 10 to 15 years later, your legs start to ache. And I have been dealing with really, really, really achy legs. Sometimes I'm cooking, my legs get weak, I have to sit down. Yeah, my legs get weak, I have to sit down. Sometimes like I could see like the blood, the veins in my legs like protruding.
Girl, this
different
is
things
real.
that happen. And I see younger girls on some real shit. Like they getting it done. I can name some girls, but I'd rather not do that. That is vocally and being open about getting butt shots. And I think they think it's cool. And not to hate on you, sis, because when I got mine, I thought it was cool too. Like you know what I'm saying? But 10 years down the line, your legs are gonna be hurting. They ache because this is a foreign product in our body.
Yeah.
And it don't supposed to be there. Like whatever it is they put in there, I just thank God that I didn't lose my life, because now I see so many girls that has lost their lives and just so many complications that came with the butt shots. And I'm so glad that God didn't have that for my life. But eventually, not too long from here, maybe like 4 or 5 months, I'm gonna have to get these things taken out of my body.
Wow.
And I want to do that on our podcast. That was one of the reasons, I was like, okay, Me and My Homegirl, I want this podcast to really be a safe space for girls and whoever, guys or whoever, to be genuinely open about life. I feel like Instagram has created this facade where we can't just be genuinely open about what's going on, our emotions, our feelings, and then especially with us being on TV, it's like, damn, you going through this because what makes us different?
Yeah, what makes me different, because I don't have it. But, this... No, I mean, I don't have any silicone.
Yeah.
So, to me, if your
Your
legs are
boobs
hurting...
not silicone?
I do have my boobs done.
Let me feel them.
Yeah, you can feel them. I have really good
they
boobs.
nice.
I've had my boobs for probably 13 years, almost 15
so
years, for a really long
nice.
time. I've had my implants for a really long time.
Skin, though.
I appreciate that. I don't have this is my ass, so I don't have
Can we see
anything.
it?
Yeah, you can see my ass. I hope I can get another
get
one.
up. Let's
No, I
see.
have a good, everything I have on my body is mine.
Oh, it
Sorry.
looks so nice. Oh, look at that butt, girl. That's NeNe, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm just
These
my
bitches
own
ain't
self.
fucking with
so, but I come from an era where thin is in, and I feel like this era is more like thick is in.
No, thin is back in, actually.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, for sure.
So
thick was in like 2-3 years ago, 2020, 2021. Thin is progressing its way back in. I'm gonna eat your weight down when Ghetto Girl Eats. I want to get back small.
So, as you were saying, Sierra, everything I have done, which is crazy when I hear people talk about the surgeries I've had, I had it on Housewives. So when I was on Housewives, I did it on Housewives.
So why y'all talking
and I don't
about
even
My
know why they
Homegirl?
keep saying like you've done anything. I did everything on Housewives. I did my nose probably, I don't know, 15 years ago, and I needed to do it again, actually. And so... And I had my boobs
when you say
done.
do it again, why?
Because I never had like a full rhinoplasty where, I don't have a bridge put in. A lot of times they put like a bridge in to lift your tip. I actually had my nostrils narrowed, like take it in some. So this time if I ever do something, I would do the full like lift your tip, go there. Like I would go there. Not a pinch. I wouldn't go there. And I think because we do makeup and they put a little bling on the tip of your nose and a little bit here, I think it gives the illusion that you've had something done when you actually really haven't had anything done. I've had my boobs done, I've had liposuction, but that's it that I've had.
Yeah, I've
now,
had lipo.
recently, as of late, I've done some filler right here in my smile line. My doctor was actually trying to convince me to do some Botox, and I didn't want to do any Botox. As you can see, my forehead is wrinkled. I was against Botox, and people be like, she's got Botox, she got it. My forehead is super wrinkled. Come on in. But the reason why I've chosen to not do Botox and things like that is because interviewing, doing
You wanna
television.
be
I wanted to have an expression, and I didn't want to look like I was tight. But I'm saying all this to say that I want to say this. If you're not having some sort of surgery, some sort of nip tuck, you should. And I think the girls who talk about it are the most of the ones that wish they could have it and afford it. I'm going to get as much stuff as I can get done. Anything that falls down, I'm going to pick it back up. And I've been really lucky and blessed. So next time you see me, I might have a little bit of an ass. I don't know.
You know who my biggest supporter is with cosmetic stuff? Guess.
Your biggest supporter?
With getting cosmetic shit done.
I would say your man.
My husband.
Yeah.
He be
I've never had a guy I dated that wasn't here for it.
He be like, baby. I'd be like, what you think about? He be like, your lips are small. Go get them done. Juice them up.
Oh, dang.
I be like, damn. But I stopped getting Botox for 2.5 years. I just recently got some
I think you're so young. I don't feel like you need Botox. Like, what do you need it for?
Well, Caucasian girls start getting it at 12.
Well, I've never had it.
Okay, Caucasian girls get it at 12.
12?
Yes.
That don't make sense. Stop saying that.
Honestly, they start getting it at 12.
I've never heard anybody say they let their child at 12-year-old get Botox.
Girl,
that don't even make sense.
Them people rich, honey, they don't
But
need
still, it's not even about that. Like at 12-year-old, you're so young and so youthful. You have all the collagen. Like, what do you need to get a Botox for?
I have a best friend. That's a Caucasian girl. And she literally says that they age 20 years behind us. So basically, when we turn 40, we still look 20, and they look 60. You get it?
I see it.
Okay. So it's a real thing. So why do you think they get Botox at 12 again? Because when they're 12, they
really
look
young.
24.
That almost feel like trauma to me.
Yeah.
Like you're traumatizing your 12-year-old to start getting all these different surgeries.
I don't agree with it. I'm just telling you what my Caucasian friend told me.
Yeah, but I would say no to all of that.
But I've only had Botox 3 times in my whole entire life. Now my lips, I would get my lips done at least like 2-3 times a year.
And I'm older than Sierra, and I've never had Botox ever.
Like when I tell you NeNe
I always
looks
say thank
so
you to
good
my mom and daddy.
for her age, I don't even, when we go out, when we would, whatever we do, this young lady fits right in with me. Honey, she be ready to hang
y'all
longer
older
than me.
I am. They older than me, child. I don't even
I'm
understand
older
it.
than her.
I be like, what is happening to y'all?
She
Why
be
are
like,
y'all this age?
I'm partying till 5 and I got I'm catching a jet tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm like, bitch, when you going to sleep?
Which is why I date younger.
So Yanni is younger than you?
Yanni is younger than me.
He is?
He is. And a lot of people think that he's older than me.
Okay. How old is Yanni?
He's younger than me.
For real? How many years in you?
Quite a few.
You're lying.
8.
You're fucking lying. Yanni is not 8 years younger than you.
I actually like them young. You know,
How
if they
do
were
you
15,
do
they'll be
this?
nice. Well, you know. Catch them young, honey. You gotta catch them young. But I want to talk to you about a few more things that's happening on social media. Now, see, people don't believe that he's younger than me, but he literally is 8 years younger than me.
How old is Greg?
Greg was 12 years older than me. Okay, he was older than me. But I started dating Greg. Greg got me when I was in my early 20s. So that was like a real long time ago. But I got to talk to you about a few more things that's happening on social media.
Okay.
I recently saw on social media, you know I was going to talk to you about it because sometimes I don't see everything. One of the things I do on my social media platform is I look at what's happening. I just kind of scroll down my page real quick. Sometimes I don't go all the way through there. But you, Sierra, I'm saying this to you because I'm the kind of person, I'm the provider in my family.
Yeah, me
like
too.
I literally take care of everybody in my family, which is a lot of
me
pressure
about it.
on me. I always tell people that if I get in a situation and need something, I don't have nobody to turn to, nobody to go to, because I am the go-to. Everybody come to me. So if I ain't got it, we are really fucked up, okay?
We fucked up.
Yeah, I saw you on social media arguing with your family. I'm just trying to understand why. What happened?
I just feel like, you know, with my sisters, I'm about 8 to 9 years older than them.
Oh, you the oldest.
And I feel like they would never understand the grind and the hustle that I went through to be where I am today.
Right.
Even down to one of my little sisters. I did makeup for the world know 13 years. I passed her my makeup brushes. Even down to my mom. When my mom got fired off her job, I opened up my shop to her. My little sister is wearing a $20,000 watch right now that I bought for her, but nothing I do will never be enough.
Yeah,
from
I say
trips,
the same.
from
Nothing. I do the same.
it's like everything. It's like whatever I do will never be enough. You
Honey,
know
I
what I'm
bought
saying?
houses and cars, and
Listen,
it's still
cars,
ain't enough.
listen,
I bought a
cars.
house,
Let's talk
and I
about
still
it.
over there paying the utility bills.
Listen,
It's
it
crazy.
would never. It would. My mom rent. I paid almost $4,000 for over a year for rent. Their apartments being furnished. I did all of that. It's just like I don't know. Honestly, this situation is very sad. It's very
It
touching
is.
for me because when I talk to people like you, right, very profound, entrepreneur, just everything that comes with NeNe Leaks, right? And I get advice from my homegirl, and you tell me shit like, "Well, I haven't talked to my sisters in years because of this and that and that." It's kind of fucked up, but it also made me feel some sense of ease because I know I'm not the only one going through it.
Oh, no, you're
because
not.
in a sense, I felt like I was the only one going through it. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing I do will never be enough, you know. And for my mama to enter the chat with my sisters, I just like I don't know. It just got me real baffled. Like I really don't understand what's going on. But I did hear that 2024 was going to be the year of revealing. So God was not going to allow anybody to stay with you in 2024 that couldn't take you to 2025 and on next. So what he was trying to do for your life. So 2024, those people had to go. And the people that I've lost in 2024, mind blowing. Mind blowing. My family, close friends, my best friend since the 4th grade.
Where'd she go?
She became Muslim, and she had a boyfriend that hated me, so he died, and she started hating me because it was just like he hated you. He told me that you wasn't right. Da, da, da. We shared the same blood, NeNe. Like I can cry talking about this shit. We literally shared the same blood. When I was fucked up and my mom put me out, my best friend shared her McDonald's check with me. So like the respect, the love, the everything I got from her, the connection that I got from my best friend is what kind of fucked me up, and it's the reason why I kind of just be with my nigga for real. Because I didn't think it was nothing that could separate me and my best friend. Like nothing in this world. Like nothing. So
Well, you know, everybody can't go with you sometimes.
you're right.
And sometimes
But
you have
it
to leave
hurt,
people, and I
though.
know it hurts. It does hurt, and sometimes you have to leave people behind, and that's just the God honest truth. I've had to leave so many people behind; it's hurt me dearly. But sometimes you really do have to leave people behind and kind of move on your own. You really do. She wasn't meant to go with you to the next level. That's just how it is.
And in my dreams, it was like we were so close. So it's like, damn, I wish she could have came with me.
But she can't. You can't help her. You just can't. You just can't help her. But you and your mom, are you guys in a better place now?
We are really not. You know,
Really?
It's no.
I felt like I thought you were telling me recently that y'all had gotten a better place.
We tried because it's crazy. Because my pastor, she prophesied and said, "Hey, your mom is gonna reach out, but she's only gonna reach out in a sense of need, right?" And she was reaching out about moving and whatever, needing extra income or whatever the case may be. And again, I show up and I'm like, okay, I'll pay for the application fee for you to move, whatever. And then I caught myself and I kind of shut down and I stopped. And then, of course, she went back into being mean to me and against me and stuff like that.
Now, you're her first child.
I'm her first, yep.
Okay, you're her first child, and then you have your sisters, and you guys, y'all relationship isn't that close.
It's horrible.
Wow.
It's horrible.
Well, you're not alone. I don't have a relationship with my sisters.
I know, you told me.
And, but I'm okay with it. I'm not in the place where you are because we cut these ties years ago.
Yeah, I feel
And-
like I pray and I hope that I can, eventually get to where you are?
Well, one of the reasons why
God
I
do
think
stuff for mysterious ways.
they do. And I would say the reason why I think we're in the place that we're in is that I wasn't raised with my mom. I was raised with my mother's oldest sister, and my sisters were raised with my mom. And they were raised in New York City, and I was raised in Georgia.
Wow.
So we didn't have that closeness growing up. We weren't like sisters growing up. It was just me and my brother growing up with my mom's oldest sister out in Athens, Georgia.
How did your mom, older sister treat you?
Like I was her daughter. Very much. She only had one child, and so she took me and my oldest brother in, and we were children.
Alive?
My mother's deceased. My mother passed so many years ago. She passed when I was 21. So she passed many years ago. She didn't meet my children, but. So I feel like it was easier for us to cut ties because we weren't raised together. You understand? So we just.
Why did she wait?
Well, my mom gave birth to us. She was 18 when she had me. She was very young, and her oldest sister was supposed to help
when I had my daughter.
Yeah, she was helping her sister with her children. And the story that I've heard is my mom at one point wanted to come back and get us, but by that time my aunt said they had fallen in love with us and they didn't want to give us back.
So you grew up thinking your aunt was your mom?
No, I knew who my mom was. I grew up being one of those children that had to go from New York to Georgia every summer. When school was out, I had to go to New York and be in Queens, New York. I did. And then as I became a teen, I started wondering like why my mom didn't want me. So I started going through that phase in my life. Like why she didn't want me? Like why she didn't keep me? Like why wouldn't she not want to keep me?
But
stuff
your
like that.
auntie was like.
My aunt was like my mom. My aunt was one of those people. That's probably why I'm here today. She was one of those ladies who made us do every activity after school there was. So when school was over, you got to do something. You got to play basketball. You got to cheer. You got to go to Girl Scouts. You got to go to 4-H club. You got to be in a pageant. So we had to do stuff just all year round. And summer camps, everything. So she was that kind of parent.
Really?
Which is why I'm probably in the entertainment industry today. Is she made me be in plays. I had to do theater. I had to do all those things. So.
Is she still alive?
She recently passed 4 years ago now, and she was 93.
Really?
And she was great, by the way. At 93, she was great. Great. She had a lot of wisdom.
So, like, before she passed, how was your relationship?
Great. We had a good relationship. I took care of her. I wanted to give her. I did not. We call her auntie. And, I made sure she was in a senior living. I took care of her. She didn't want to stay in the senior living any longer. So I brought her. Oh, no, she watched me on the show. I took her, paid for everything. It was great. It really was. Just to see her become 93 years old and be as wise as she was and the things she had to say, and she was funny. And so, yeah.
When was her birthday?
It was December 15th. She's a Sagittarius as well as me.
Just like you.
Yes, out in Athens. So I do understand the relationship a little bit, somewhat. It's always sad to see though, like when you guys are arguing back and forth or falling out. And you recently was on live falling out at the damn nail salon. How that happen?
How the hell
you stay
online
for me? Because
where my cue cards at?
No, I have.
Where my cue cards?
I have a friend. So we're gonna switch. I'm gonna start with you, then you're gonna switch it over here on me. But I saw online, and I have but Freedom will tell me something too now. I had a friend of mine reached out to me and was like, Sierra all online arguing at the nail salon. They called her lady elderly. I'm like, what done happened? Sierra would be happy because you do a lot of lives, and that's one thing I don't do. I don't go on Instagram and do lives.
I love a live. I make a lot of money on my lives.
You can make money on live? You gotta tell me about that. I didn't know that.
We got
you mean like going there, you selling your product?
Yeah.
Oh, I get
a lot of live selling.
Yeah.
But so basically, so what happened was with the young lady, she beautiful spirit lady. I don't like cursing in front of people that's like older than me. Or I just don't do that. So I teach my kids the same thing. So when I went into the nail shop, I was enraged because my husband's ex-girlfriend called his brother and was like, oh, your girlfriend stole iPods. Whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know the name because I don't even wear the motherfuckers. I hate them talking in my ear, razzling. Get out my ear. But
earpods.
So that happened, the earpods. So when that situation happened, you know, I was just so annoyed because it's been a long journey with my husband and his ex or whatever. And I just thought it was bullshit. She may have not, it might have been pure, it may have been no bullshit, and I could have been wrong. But I just thought it was bullshit, so I kind of reacted. I was irritated. And I got on live, and I was like, I'm about to what? I ain't nobody stole no fucking earpods out of no goddamn nail shop. Long story short, they were fixing one nail. I go to this black girl named Tina. Shouts out to Tina who does my nails twice a week. And I went into the nail shop because I broke a nail. And I see her Glamshop hates a broken nail. Like, I hate broken nail. You know how we like about our glams. So I went into the nail shop, and I'm just like, y'all barely did my nails. I did one nail. It was $25. I gave y'all $40 in tip. What the fuck? And so they was putting the oil on my nails, and I had my big travel Chanel bag. You got the pink one. I seen it. I have red and black. So it was sitting on my back. It was sitting on my my lap, and it was open. And I was putting a little stuff on my hand, and it fell. I didn't even, because they showed me the cameras.
Right.
So, and I'm like trying to hurry up and get the fuck out, because I'm like, let me get out of here, whatever. And it fell in my bag, and I didn't even notice it. Girl, they was so rusty. Them motherfuckers were so dirty. And you know we got a problem, germaphobe problem.
But let me ask you this right here. Why you at a nail salon that's your man's ex nail salon? How you end up in there?
Because my man was going to get his hair cut, and his hair barbershop is unfortunately next to it's the nail shop, and I needed a nail fix. And I swear to God, I was like going back and forth. Should I go in this nail shop? Should I not go into this nail shop? I decided to go into the nail shop. My husband was like, just go. It's gonna be just one nail, whatever. I should have listened to my discernment. Always listen to your gut feelings. This is another thing we're going to talk about, ladies, on this show. How to pay attention to the messengers that's trying to get to you before shit pop off. We always get them little messages as a woman. My discernment told me, don't even go into that goddamn nail shop. I went to that nail shop, and it was a mess. He done called a girl, hey, see, Zay was in here with a girl. And the girl was like, what a girl? And I'm like, yeah, bitch, he married with a girl. It was me. And yeah, I guess the fucking iPods dropped in my purse, and I went back in there, and I just went crazy.
Oh, well, next time you going to do better. It don't make no sense.
I'm probably not going to do better.
Really? Well, then how about you don't go to that nail salon?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, go to another one. Go to one that's, not where his barbershop is.
Because I ain't let no bitch try me. I don't got time for it. NeNe's like, I understand we got a lot to live for, lose for, but I get out there. No, for real.
So you and the other thing I saw on social media was that you and Zay went and got married. Okay, you guys were dating, and all of a sudden you got married, and then you showed your father or whoever was supporting. Did your mom come?
I didn't invite my mama.
Oh, okay.
Because you know my mama been with all that bullshit with my sisters. So she wasn't coming.
Okay.
Would you have invited her?
I don't really know the relationship, but
Nah,
it
you
would have
wouldn't
kind of
invite
hurt
her.
my heart that I couldn't invite him, but I probably wouldn't have invited him because that's supposed to be a happy day for you, so you don't want to have bad energy. So I get that too. So you didn't invite him. You got married. Are you going to have an actual wedding?
I am. Are you going to come?
I will come, of course. I love wedding. I love
What
love.
if Love and Hip Hop filming? Nalethea.
I'm gonna come if Love and Hip Hop is filming. I'm just gonna. Maybe they don't have to film me. I'm there in support. I don't want to be on the camera.
Why Love and Hip Hop can't film you?
I don't understand why they would want to.
Well, you're NeNe Lee's. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I don't really want. I mean, I'm not.
So
Love
you
and
don't
Hip
want to
Hop.
be on Love and
I'm
Hip
not.
Hop?
I don't have a love, and I'm not hip hop. So
Okay, so what? But what if they just get you off default?
then,
You my friend, like
Yeah,
you at
then-
my wedding.
okay, then I'm just. They just. Yeah.
Let's
talk about that.
No, what? Tell me.
I've never been on Love and Hip Hop before.
Y'all see how these housewives act. Y'all see how these.
I never.
It's Love and Hip Hop.
I never been on Love and Hip Hop.
Let me tell y'all, it's Love and Hip Hop, and then it's Housewives of Atlanta. They don't want to. So the dynamics with us, people gonna be so shocked.
I've never been on Love and Hip Hop. I've never been to anything that they filmed before. And that's gonna be real
It's
different.
my wedding.
I'm gonna be there. I'm supportive.
If they film
you
then
asked me
what?
about if they film me. So if they film me, yeah, I have to sign the releases and everything. Don't I have to sign the release before I get to be seen? Okay then.
Would you sign it?
Yeah,
You lying?
I signed. I guess. I guess.
NeNe, when I first told you about my wedding, you was like, "Yeah, I'll come, but just tell them I don't want to be filmed." I was like, "What? What do you mean?"
I'm coming in. I'm gonna be filmed. Don't say I wasn't a friend. I'm gonna be there. I ain't never been on Love and Hip Hop, but I'm gonna be there for this.
See, well, I just feel like we have been having a time about me. But what
Well,
about
we're gonna
me?
continue to have a time about you because
What
wait a
about
minute,
Miss NeNe L?
I got I got something else to ask you
Okay,
too.
what is
because you
it?
were talking about Love and Hip Hop and me possibly coming on there. The question I have for you, because the both of us come from ensemble reality TV shows with the whole cast, are y'all really friends on there?
I would say
Some of y'all.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I would say I love Bambi. You know, we got our like sistership. Rashida, that's my girl. Kendra, love Kendra. And my Rennie. Rennie is like a real sister. I feel like we got a real family type relationship. Anybody else?
Like our cast, you guys' cast has changed a lot over the years. I saw you so many years ago. You were on there when it was really popping with Jocelyn and Stevie J, and I always remember them. Like they, to me,
I
were
feel like
very
they're the
iconic on
staples,
there.
yeah.
They were very Carly Red.
You're the staple on your show.
Well,
though.
of course, honey, I'm an OG.
It won't even be Loving Hip. I mean, it won't even be a Housewives without NeNe.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Like you are the
I
originator.
think the same.
No, you are.
I feel the same.
For real. Like they need to like shake the table.
They do.
Loving Hip Hop boys. For real, because like you started this shit. You are the originator. Like when people think about NeNe Leakes, it's just Housewives.
That was so long ago. Like when people ask me about reality TV, one of the things I always say that I have to always remind people that when Real Housewives of Atlanta came out, when I'm saying this to people are looking at me like, really, really? I'm like, when Real Housewives of Atlanta came out, there was no Love and Hip Hop. There was no Braxtons. There were no Basketball Wives. There was no Hollywood Exes. There were none of these ensemble shows were airing at the time that we launched and aired. And when we launched and aired, I feel like we swung our door open and held it open for all of these black ensemble shows to actually be able to walk through these doors and exist today. Because we came on, we showed up, and we showed out.
Y'all showed out.
We did.
Shit, check the pay rates between the shows.
Yeah.
Y'all the highest paid show. Bitch, how can I get on there?
Let me figure this out. But no, so the shows that I looked at before I actually was on reality TV, it was things like Flavor of Love, the Osbournes, I don't know, Travis Barker and his wife, and Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey.
Chloe?
Yeah, back then he had a show.
Courtney?
Yeah, he had a show with his wife at that time. Yeah. And so those were some of the Real Worlds. Those were some of the shows that were on then.
Let me ask you a question. So did you go to them with the show idea?
I did not. I did not go to them with the show idea. Although lots of people think I did. I did not. I had, what happened was I had this lady, I had a girl that I knew. She reached out to this lady, and at the time when the Housewives producers were in Atlanta, they were looking for women who lived behind gates, because that's kind of what it was. Orange County came out first. There were gates, and they wanted women who lived behind gates and that were real housewives. And this girl said that, I know this girl named NeNe Leakes, and she lived behind gates. My husband and I were living on Sugarloaf. At the time, if you know Sugarloaf, there's Sugarloaf Country Club and all of that. Yes, we lived in a gated neighborhood. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I was a real housewife at the time. And she referred me. The girl kept calling me, are you going to interview? Are you going to interview? I thought it was a joke, so I kept blowing the lady off. And it was Princess Batten. I know a lot of people may know Princess. She came over to my house. I'm sorry, my hair is just doing a 1-2. So Princess Batten was a producer of Housewives. She came over to my house and she said, I want to interview you. If you know me, you know I'm not a breakfast eater. I don't eat breakfast. I'm a real lunch, dinner kind of girl. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm having company, being the way that we are, I'm real anal. So I said, I gotta clean my house. So I was just cleaning my house because I'm having these guests to come over, right? And I don't know, in the midst of me cleaning my house, I popped a bottle of wine. So before I knew it, I drank the whole bottle of wine, and the lady rang the doorbell, ding dong. I said, hello, come on in. And I was just over the top from drinking the damn wine, had never ate anything all day, just drinking the wine. So she came in, we gave this great interview. My husband, Greg, came home, and our son, Brent, who's in here somewhere today, he was a little boy, and Greg and I had an argument, like in that moment while the girl was there. Like it was just a natural argument. We was kind of getting smart with each other, throwing a little shade, because people didn't know what shade was back then. And after that, she left, but before she got out of my gate, she called me, she said, oh my God, you were amazing. Who are your friends, girl? I said, well, I have this white girlfriend named Kim Zolciak. I'm friends with Sheree Whitfield. I'm friends with Deshawn Snow. I gave all of their names, and they cast all of them. They told me,
And
they
these
said,
bitches be trying to act like they don't even know you.
bitch, you don't feel me now?
And you was the one who dropped these bitches' names.
Did you hear what I just said? Say it one more time.
You said I got a friend named Kim Zolciak.
There you
I
go.
got a friend named
Sheree
Whitfield.
And
I got a friend named
Deshawn Snow. Deshawn Snow. Eric Snow's wife, they were in the NBA at that time. And then after I told them, they met Sheree, they met Deshawn, they met Kim Zolciak, and then they said to me, well, we already like this girl named Lisa Wu Hartwell.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Do you have any of these ladies on a retainer?
Excuse me?
A retainer?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all these bitches to come up. And I'm gonna need
Well,
all y'all bitches to give my girl her motherfucking credit and everything else that's due to her. I don't even care, cause you know I'm a real hood bitch, and I ain't never tried to play
I don't
nice.
need nothing though.
Hold on, wait,
you know what?
No, you don't need.
No,
nothing.
I don't need anything. I want you to get this.
You don't need nothing, but let me say something.
But okay, I just want to get
because I ain't never had to play nice to be a bitch friend to get no money. Y'all hoes stand up and stand straight, and when y'all talk about what y'all got and y'all accolades, don't forget to mention my bitch. Don't forget to mention my homegirl. Fuck is wrong with y'all?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
so
who
listen.
Else? And who else?
But then the producers told me they had been interviewing this girl named Lisa Wu Hartwell, and that they really liked her, and that they would bring her in. So I did not refer Lisa Wu Hartwell. The producers had already met her prior to, and they were telling me about her. They told me. Me and Sheree, Greg, Bob Whitfield. At the time, Sheree was married to Bob Whitfield.
Why they be acting like they don't even know you now, or they be acting so like weird?
Me and Sheree known each other.
These people have walked right past you.
Well, let me tell you. So me and Sheree have been knowing each other probably longer than all of the girls, because at the time she was married to Bob Whitfield, she had this boutique in Atlanta called Azul or something like that. Maybe saying the name wrong. I think it was called Azul or something like that. And Bob was playing for the Atlanta Falcons, and my husband and I became friends with Sheree and Bob, and we would go to the game with them and all that. I really liked Sheree. She was working out a lot, and she still works out a lot with a trainer. She referred me to a trainer. We started kicking it. So once the producer, Sheree had never done TV. Now, mind you, I already was acting, being in theater and all that stuff. So when the producers came to me, and because I liked Sheree and we was hanging out, I was like, you guys should talk to my friend Sheree Whitfield. So they talked to Sheree, and they ultimately because they wanted the ensemble to be a group of women that knew each other. And so it was organic to bring Sheree into the circle, because she was really a friend of mine. And at this time, the producers were like, I'm trying to build this show around this girl, NeNe Leakes, that we just interviewed in Atlanta, Georgia. So living in Sugarloaf, Kim Zolciak, which is the white girl with the blonde wig, she lived on Sugarloaf Country Club. My oldest son was going to an elementary school in the neighborhood that her daughter, Brielle, who a lot of you guys know, they were going to the same elementary school. And
NeNe.
she and I would see this white girl, this blonde wig on, smoking a cigarette. And I thought she was so interesting. And come to find out, she and I were training with the same trainer in Duluth at this gym. And she's the only girl. Back then, they used to have these velour sweatsuits that said Juicy on the back, Juicy Couture.
I remember. I
the
used to
velour
wear
one.
them.
And she used to have every color. And you know, back then, I thought they were expensive. And I was like, gosh, she got every color of the Juicy Couture. And she would pull up in this BMW, and I'd be like, she's so fly. And then that fool had the nerve to get on the treadmill and have a cigarette. And I'd never seen anybody do that before. So I was really drawn to her.
Are you guys like cordial now?
Today we are cordial, and I would see her, and and I told them, I said, now I don't know if y'all gonna like this, but I know this white girl named Kim Zolciak, and they were like, no, this is gonna be an all African American cast, and I said, you guys really should meet this white girl.
Her.
Listen, honey, I said, you guys need to talk to this white girl and see what you think. And they met her. She wasn't in there with them 10 minutes, and they said, done.
So you closed a lot of bitches' deals.
Not only was I a cast member, I was a casting director.
For real, NeNe?
I cast these girls. Literally, you know, I referred them.
Pay you for that?
No, they did not. And at the time, you know, me not knowing the industry and not knowing contracts and not knowing about being paid for casting, I just wanted to be on a show. And I just wanted to connect people. And so I connected them. I've heard all kind of things that but that's just me wanting to be on TV and just referring people. It didn't really matter to me. I never would have thought in a million years that we would get on a show and fucking fall out and not be friends.
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
Now we finna shake. Yeah, shake some. Last nigga that left his with me, I had to break some. It's too much money to be on hating. It's gon' make some. You be trying to I'm getting away from. Bottles on feet, double C, I'm trying to mix some. 30-inch wig, AP wrist, I'm pissed, huh? I just might go paddock on them. I just went G-Wagon on them. Maybe a truck, two-tone, I'm trapping off.